Hey guys, so welcome back to Indirect Knowledge. And tonight we have a very special tarot card reading, and this is for Diana. Diana just wants to know, maybe who her spirit guides are, and get some perspective, some insight on that. So just get the cards here, and just continue shuffling these up some, getting them nice and mixed up. So just seeing whatever I can kind of pick up here. So let's talk for just a moment, and then we'll get into the reading. But for many of you that watch this channel, you know kind of my backstory. I'm a monk who live a very monastic life, a life of poverty and service to others. And this is one of the services that I do, is those tarot card readings. And people have different understandings and ways of looking at things that that vary. And so you can't really say yay or nay or discount someone. At least this is my personal belief, unless you really understand kind of where they're coming from. And so what my encouragement is for you guys watching this, whether you believe in spirit guides or not, maybe you don't even know what a spirit guide is, that you don't worry so much in that direction. Just keeping an open mind and being open-minded to anything, I don't think it's really so bad. So let's talk about spirit guides for just a moment. So spirit guides they're kind of like it's a guide that helps you out kind of spiritually, and they're there for you. It's kind of almost, you think of a spirit guide. It's kind of like almost like a really wise college professor, that is there to help you, or to be there for you when you need it. Almost like, I think of a spirit guide, I almost think of Merlin the magician, and he's there to help. That's kind of the role of the magician. But as far as who is a spirit guide and who isn't, I think it's almost like an intuitive thing that we sort of get, but I couldn't be 100% right in that. It's something that you have to kind of more or less sort of discover on your own. Okay, so now I've got the cards pretty much shuffled. I'm just going to cut them. Today. Let's look and see. So in this particular reading for the spirit guides, we're doing a 6-card reading. Each of these correlates with spirit. So there's six letters in the word spirit, S-P-I-R-I-T. And so there's 6 cards in this reading. Each of these cards goes along with one of the letters in spirit. And it's what we get as far as the insights and the intuition when the cards tell us that form the whole picture of who this spirit guide is. So it's kind of an interesting way of doing things, you know. So let's look at the S. So getting us started, like as far as learning who our spirit guide is. So we've got this 7 of Swords. Okay, so the 7 of Swords is, sometimes people refer to this card as sort of like the thief in the night. This is a person that, you know, they kind of go it alone. You know, they've been in a group setting, or they've been in part of a community or something, but they kind of get what resources they need, and then they get out. Next, we have the P, and we have the Ace of Cups. This is about wishes overflowing. So this is a really great card, actually. It brings to us just whatever we kind of put out there comes back to us multiple folds. Because it's a cup, it's also about relationships. But it's really about that one relationship, that one spirit that is there for us, that helps awaken us, our awareness to spiritual life, and sometimes we have a tendency to overthink things, and this card is a lot about following the heart, you know, whereas our intellect may be saying one thing, the heart says something quite altogether different. And that's what this card is sort of symbolizing. So like with regard to the spirit, you know, here, it's sort of like you may think of this person in one light, kind of on a practical level, but at the core of who they are, you know, the heart is, you know, is saying something altogether different. So this could be a very practical spirit who has a really good heart. And that even though they may be very practical, they can also be rather emotional at times, you know. But they help you in terms of, like, they're sort of like your well-wisher. They're the person that is always there to offer a hand to you, even when you don't realize it. So we get to the I, and we have the, now this is the 8 of Cups. Again, we see another thing of like going it alone. You have the moon energy there. The moon is there. It's sort of like things are kind of under the surface, under the radar. So this is maybe somebody that very hypnotizing in your life, you know, like they get you to think about things that you otherwise probably wouldn't ever think about. You know, they throw other ideas and things at you, spiritual ideas. And this card comes up, oftentimes it's about us kind of leaving behind the material world in lieu of the spiritual world, or materialism versus spiritualism. So we tend to be more gravitated towards like the spiritual, and that has more meaning to us, and we understand it as being more important than, you know, well, in the material world, and I've pointed this out before, like things never last. Like this pen, for example, will one day cease to exist. It won't be in existence any longer. Same with the body, same with the shirt, same with the necklace, same with all of it. Excuse me. Even these tarot cards, one day they won't exist any longer. They will have outlived their purpose. And that's what this card is really about. It's about reconnecting spiritually, and that the spirit guide is there to help you with that. SPIR. So now we're on the R, and we have this really beautiful energy here. This is the Empress. She's all about nurturing. So this spirit guide nurtures you. And this spirit guide is also about, like, oftentimes when this card comes up, it's about pregnancy or a child or something along those lines. Like, it's like this is some symbolism for like Mother Nature. You know how nurturing Mother Nature is, about bringing things into life. You know, and that's what this is really about: bringing to light things, bringing things into life. Very motherly kind of energy, very caring kind of energy. This personality puts others before themselves. So we have SPIR. Now we're on the next I, and this is the Four of Cups. Of course, usually about structure, but in this particular thing, it's about this is cups are about relationships. Some of the cups are down. One cup is being presented. Kind of indifferent, you know, like we're okay, you know, like, so the energy that we get, you know, as far as this aspect goes, it's really about turning inward in order to find truth. And that's what it's really all about. You may be bored thinking about all the mundane things going on in your life, the future even. You may get some negativity in different things here and there. You may even be disappointed in someone, or maybe a situation or something, or maybe an end result or something. Oftentimes when this card comes up, it's about signaling a pause, you know, taking a little bit of time to regroup, rethink, you know, refocus our energy. And finally, the last card that we get is the Five of Cups. So a lot of cups here, a lot of relational things to do with our spirit guide. The Five is about change. It's also about exaggerated emotions. It's almost like where we can feel like a sense of sadness or a sense of grief. It could be a time where we're trying to get over a hurt or something like that, and the spirit guide is there to help us to overcome that and to be able to carry on. So if we look at this kind of holistic, you know, wholly here, like kind of as a complete picture, full circle going here is that, you know, this particular spirit guide is someone that is with you when you're alone. You know, they help you when you least expect it. They bring unexpected blessings to your life. They're there to guide you spiritually when maybe, even though like your wishes are fulfilled and you receive everything, they're still there for you, even to see beyond the here and now. But this is also a spirit guide that really encourages you to seize the day, leave the past behind. And so that energy is there for you. And then the next energy that we have with the spirit guide is this nurturing, caring kind of love and compassion. This person is there. They genuinely love you. They genuinely care for you. And they want to see the best things roll out for you, for, you know, throughout the course of your life. And they're there to support you in that, in a very supportive, nurturing kind of, almost a motherly kind of nature. So we see that there's this kind of a female energy that's coming through the spirit guide. And then we also have we had that Four of Cups. It's really about uncertainty when it comes to decisions. So when you're feeling a little uncertain, you don't really know which direction to turn, this person is there to kind of guide you, to help you in that direction. You may be feeling bored sometimes, thinking about the future, maybe even feeling negative or disappointed in some situation or something, or someone even. And this spirit guide is there to kind of end that for you, and to kind of tell you to take a little bit of a pause and to just back up a little bit, not overthink things so much. And it's there for you kind of to calm you down and to kind of just, reassure you that things are going to be okay. And then the last component to this we have is this: when you're feeling emotionally disappointed or upset or depressed, or things aren't really working out for you, this particular spirit guide says, hey, wait a minute, you're really kind of overdoing this. You're kind of exaggerating your emotions here on kind of the high level. Just take it down a little bit, And so they're there to kind of like ground you in that sense. So, yeah, so I mean, I don't really pick up a name per se from this. I do pick up kind of a female energy. And I do pick up that this person is sort of along the lines of, they're kind of there just for you. They're not really there for any other purpose. They want to see things. They want to see your life progress in a nice way. They're also there to support you in very nurturing, almost like a motherly type energy. So, yeah, this person is sort of like maybe like a mother or a surrogate mother kind of energy. And the person really does deeply care about you, and they've always been there and supported you in that capacity. But it's very nurturing kind of energy. So, yeah, so that was this is the spirit guide reading. And Diana, I hope it helps. I don't know if it makes sense more to you than it does to me. I'm just not picking up a whole lot more beyond that. I see this person smiling, the spirit guide smiling, and kind of like I can see this person. I mean, I almost wish I could draw you like a picture of this person. The spirit guide. I don't really have a way of doing it. It's almost like a little bit of a resemblance of almost like if you've ever seen one of those Russian dolls that you have one inside of the other, inside of the other, inside of the other, inside of the other. It's almost like that kind of an energy. It's almost like red hair, or maybe like kind of a reddish brown hair, or brown hair kind of, and kind of like kind of full figured, but also with like a kind of a round head, kind of like a circular kind of head, kind of like a shoulders that kind of come down like this. So yeah, this person's got some good energy though. Like I see him smiling and just always kind of there in a good mood in that, Oh yeah, I pick up the energy now. So it's just, yeah, this person's definitely there for you. So I just wish I had a name or something, like Anna or something, like Anne or Anna or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of going blank now. So, all right, Dinah. Well, that's about the best I can do for now. Please let me know if this helps at all. Of course, guys, tuning in, please like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification, and you'll get notifications every time we come on. If you would like to help us monks, you can do that. Just go to helpbydonating.com. Good karma for you. Just give some little donation or something like that if you like, and whatever's in your heart. And that's pretty much it. I'll have all of the information in the description below this video for you guys. Much love, many blessings. Hope to see you guys on the next episode of Indirect Knowledge.